Trooper Anthony Staria runs hot for a high-speed chase.
Driver, let me see your hands! Put your hands out the window!
Then Howie Peterson heads deep into avalanche country for a search and rescue.
Here we go. It's not clear if the guy is alive or dead.
I see him. I see him.
A horrific stabbing sends Trooper Blake Calhoun into action.
He tried to gut me.
Advise him, he just went unconscious.
And when illegal booze floods the streets,
Ready?
troopers must go undercover to bring down the smugglers.
Hey, troopers, open the door. Open the door. We're not going to go away.
There's no running from Alaska's finest.
Hold on, boys. Step on out of the vehicle. You need to come with us. $20.52, 1036. Did you find anything?
There's not much. There's 3 little flakes.
God, I don't even see them.
I bet not. They're pretty small.
You think that's going to pay for your gas money?
Just something to do.
The big gold rush, huh? 52,
For Howie Peterson, pulling over amateur gold prospectors is just part of the job in Alaska.
Part of the reason why I wanted to become a cop. I wanted to work in Girdwood. The mountains are spectacular, and I grew up running up and down this highway, kind of out away from everything. I think it's the best that Alaska has to offer. You can see some pretty neat stuff out here.
But this breathtaking scenery on the Kenai Peninsula can also be a death trap.
We're going into Hope. A couple of snow machiners found a body in Palmer Creek, in the creek. 52, go ahead. And I'm just getting more from dispatch right now.
152, the complainant stated it came upon him, not conscious, not breathing.
And it's just a single party, you think?
His part stated it looks like a snow machine accident.
I know there's no radio or cell reception back in that area. It's kind of an unusual place to ride. You know, usually there's a partner that rides out. Maybe there was a partner and there's something's happened to him too. It's kind of unknown at this point.
As more information trickles in, the call takes an urgent turn.
Did they have contact with the individual?
Sounds like this was some kind of a snow machine accident. They complain and he doesn't have much information. He just got told to ride out and get some help.
So I should probably get there as soon as possible.
Affirmative.
Hold on, boys.
2035, right now.
Things changed. And they said it's not clear if the guy is alive or dead. It's weird, huh? I mean, I thought we had a body, and now this may turn into something else, like maybe someone needs help. I'm just trying to get there. It's a long ways away. Now I have 16 miles of Curry Road.
Yeah,
Come on, move over!
You can estimate need and then we'll follow it.
Illegal. So about 2052 on Palmer Creek Road.
The call originated in the Palmer Creek Valley, deep in Alaska's rugged terrain.
It's 10 miles down the trail, if we can get there. Sergeant Swifle's coming up with some snow machines, and the plan is to go meet the complainant at the trailhead, and then we'll probably go back there and see what we can find.
As nightfall nears, they frantically set out into the Alaskan backwoods.
These things off. Here we go.
A mile in, Peterson spots another snow machiner.
Is it a buddy of yours?
I know him, yeah. He wasn't in our group riding, no, but when his friends came up and got it and said who it was, yeah, I know.
Is it a back or a neck?
It's a back injury.
Okay.
He jumped, landed hard, you know, he's just... Here I do, back there we do not.
Do me a favor, I don't have my radio coverage. Call my dispatch center.
Okay.
Tell them that the troopers are requesting life med to respond, and we'll get them coordinates as soon as we can.
Right on, I'll call him right now.
With serious injuries confirmed, troopers know they're raising the clock.
How you doing?
I'm hurt.
I landed just too far out.
Do you need anything right now?
No.
How's your legs?
Numb. It went numb instantly.
Probably caught a lot of air. Looks like he was probably 60 feet airborne when he landed and hurt his back. Turns out I know the guy. Usually that's the case, it seems like, in this area.
14932.32. I need to get those coordinates out.
You know, no cell coverage.
They need a helicopter, but the steep mountain walls block cell and radio reception. Higher ground is their only chance.
Hey, what do you say for GPS coordinates? Who wrote that down? You got it? We're going to go up this mountain and try and get radio.
In a last-ditch effort, Peterson heads up the steep slope of an avalanche-prone hillside to try to get reception.
This is a bad slider.
But he returns with bad news.
No helo. We have no contact.
And with hypothermia likely setting in, the men can't wait much longer.
We have to get out of this valley. It's going to get cold real soon. If you want to get one, that would be good.
They must sled the man out.
We'll start on that.
I've never snow machined anyone that far, not 12 miles.
Yeah, I hear the bird.
I can't see anything.
After roaming the valley for an hour, medics luckily stumble upon them.
We didn't have GPS coordinates for him, and the helicopter was just told to fly back to that valley and look for us.
I'm a flight paramedic. What's going on, man?
I think I broke my lower back.
Pain on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the worst pain you can imagine, 0 being none at all.
Right now, I'm at like a 6, but when they rolled me over, it was like a 10.
1, 2, 3. No!
Yep, that's gonna hurt.
We need to come down a little bit. Hold my knees. There we go. Hold my knees.
It's nice, you know, that we're not out here sticking a body in a bag.
They fly him the 50 miles north to the nearest hospital in Anchorage.
Riding's over this season. I know that's not going to stop him from doing it again next year.
North in the Matsu Valley,
Right now we're kind of in between Big Lake and Wasilla. This area we like to visit quite often. It's kind of a back road that people sneak down when they've been drinking or doing other things.
Trooper Anthony Storia's routine patrols suddenly ramps up.
It's a Cadillac Escalade, black SUV. I clocked him at 80. Going down Hollywood. We're just taking the curves going towards Big Lake Road. It's failed to yield. A couple more curves and then straight into Big Lake. I'm at 100 now. It's a Cadillac Escalade, black SUV. I clocked him at 80. It's failed to yield. A couple more curves and then straight into Big Lake. I'm at 100 now and catching it somewhat. We're at 110. Once hitting the brake, might stop. Man, I got 42. We're pulling over. Driver, let me see your hands. Put your hands out the window. Step on out of the vehicle. Keep your hands in the air. Turn around. Face away from me. Keep your hands in the air. Walk back towards me slowly. Backwards towards me. Backwards. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Stop right there. Take a knee. Cross your legs. Cover me. There's one more in the car.
It's my life.
Instant reaction is probably somebody who's been drinking, especially this time of day, and brand new Cadillac Escalade is not something you normally see run from you. Why'd you take off on us, man? What's going on?
We're just heading home.
Have you been doing a little drinking tonight? I mean, you saw that trooper turn on his lights. He had his lights way on in front of you, and then you bolt.
Stop you for 60. That's how fast you're going when I turn my lights on, 60 and 45. You had a couple of drinks tonight? I couldn't ask you. How did you take off like that? I guess I don't have a good answer.
Trooper Ostai administers field sobriety test, while Staria tries to get an explanation.
Did he say anything to you when he was taking off?
No, I don't know. I was on the phone. I don't think he even realized that...
He knew we were behind him. He saw me with my lights on, and he bolted by me at 80, 85 miles an hour, and then taking the curves at that rate of speed, he knew we were behind him.
Illegal limit is 8 or 9. Oh, wait. .076. You're going to get a misdemeanor citation. You're going to get a citation for speeding. Yep. You're going to get a misdemeanor eluding citation from me right now. You're taking off on us. You're trying to lose us.
And you're lucky, because at the speed you were going, he could arrest you for a felony, all right? .076. Another quarter of a beer could have put him over. Brostai decided to issue a misdemeanor citation based on lack of criminal history with us, so he's not going to jail. He'll have to show up in court later on. I turned that first curve, and he was gone. He wasn't around the curves. I was like, oh, we got to step it up.
It's -40 in Fairbanks, where Trooper Heather Riddle patrols the streets.
I am the only female trooper on patrol. Being a female trooper is a lot different than what it is for the men. It's almost like there's these different set of standards that you have to meet. Most people don't expect a 5-foot trooper to come knock on their door and that's going to be the person that takes them to jail. What happened here today? But you just have to have command presence. You have to go in there and they have to know that while you're in that room, it's your room.
Tonight, she's on high alert for drivers making the already slick road conditions even deadlier.
Drinking and driving in Alaska is a very big problem. Whenever somebody is out drinking on these roads, it just makes it that much more dangerous.
We just had a 911 call for 1050. The female driver of one of the vehicles is possibly intoxicated.
10-4. Fairbanks just transferred us an MVC. MVC is motor vehicle collision.
And injuries are still unknown.
What happened here today?
She was on the right-hand side of the road. I was trying to go to the left, and squeaked by her as I was sliding, and
he hit me. Okay. So you guys were still in the parking lot here when it happened?
Yeah, it was right here.
Okay. Ma'am, can you go have a seat in your vehicle? I'll be with you in just a minute. Thank you.
Registration.
And I'm sorry, now that she's walked away for a minute, can you give me your version of what happened?
She came from the west side and kind of spun around and was going real fast. She slid on her brakes real hard, and I slid right into her.
Okay, I'll be right back with you, all right? Okay, ma'am, do you have your license registration?
Shut! I'm sorry, honey. I'm being pulled over. I'll give you a call back in a minute. Get in the back.
How much have you had to drink today?
I have had 1 beer.
You can be honest with me. I can just tell by the way you're talking you've had more than one.
I've had 1 beer.
1 beer? Gonna stick with that? Okay. We get lied to all the time. I would say people are lying to us more than they're telling us the truth. Are you on any medications?
I was put on... I was allergic to... And the doctor put me on... Why would they put you on if you're allergic to... Because that's...
A lot of the people who are drinking, they're not able to hide it that well. So they can lie all they want, but it's not going to have any bearing on what I'm going to do with the case. What I want you to do is I want you to stand right here, okay? I want you to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down. I'm going to have you do a short turn, take 9 heel-to-toe steps back. Okay, heel-to-toe, okay? Count out loud. The problem with being a drunk driver is most of the time, it's pretty obvious. You're going to lift 1 foot, it doesn't matter which foot, approximately 6 inches off the ground. I want you to point your toe, and I want you to count out loud 1001, 1002, 1003, and I'll tell you when to stop. Okay, go ahead and start, okay? You know what? We're not going to do this right now. We're going to put you under arrest for DUI, okay? Go ahead, put your hands behind your back. Oh my God. Yep. Do you think it's okay if we call to come and pick him up and pick up the car? Okay. Watch your head when you're getting in.
The State Troopers is my favorite show, and I gotta be the one on it.
Back south in the Matsu Valley,
Units, I'm getting a report on 911. Male suspect last seen wearing a dark city, light pants and long hair.
NCIS 129.
He's reporting the suspect stabbed the male.
It sounds like a guy was arguing with one of his roommates. The guy started getting belligerent, and the roommate got stabbed in his stomach. 129, you want me to go after the suspect?
Copy their second thing, who's that?
Forget maybe I have 21 to 90.
Where's Kevin? The thing about these cabins is we have experience with all these people. Homicides, attempted murder, some rapes. Someone pulled a knife on me before.
Bleeding real good.
Get some towels.
Yeah, he's cut really good right here.
Oh, God, it hurts, it hurts.
How big was the knife?
It was one of those big old kitchen knives.
We got a stab wound about 2 inches long on his stomach, pretty big one on his leg, and another one on his calf.
You tried to gut me. Dude, I'm about to die.
You're not gonna die, okay?
I see heaven. I see it.
We okay, buddy? Stay with us.
backup arrives, and they scramble to ID the armed suspect as the victim fades.
He pointed him out when I came out of my cabin.
Where did he go?
He was riding his bicycle down this way.
Hurts so bad.
All we hear is the witnesses hear him screaming. They come out, he's standing on the porch yelling, I've been stabbed, I've been stabbed. The guy runs inside of his house to go call 911 and get some paper towels. He comes out, he's already laying there on the ground.
He doesn't even know who stabbed him.
He doesn't know who stabbed him.
I see. No.
Keep breathing for me, okay?
Medics are still 20 minutes away.
Stay calm, okay? Hey, sir? Sir?
Hey.
Hey, sir?
Hey! Come on. Okay, come on. Stay awake. Stay awake, okay?
Advise him,
Hey.
he just went unconscious. Sir?
Hey! Come on. Okay, come on. Stay awake. Stay awake, okay?
Advise him, he just went unconscious.
With a potential homicide on their hands, troopers rush to find their suspect.
I got a lot of blood droplets and stuff on a garbage can that's over there.
But the complex is a maze of unsecured cabins. The potentially armed and violent man could be hiding behind any door.
Take your bird. Come out. Wilson's in there. Come out.
Units, I'm getting a report that the suspect that did the stabbing is in Kevin.
Well, so flat on top and the green right in front of it.
Take your bird. Come out.
Barricaded suspects are some of the most dangerous troopers can face.
Hey, step out, man.
I believe the suspect is in cabin. He is not responding to our verbal command.
Take your bird. Come out. You don't know what's going on. You need to come out and talk to us. Shoot your hand.
They're prepared to rush the cabin when a call comes in from dispatch.
Units, set the suspect on 911. Can we put him through to someone's phone?
Right, so everything.
I need you to come out, okay? So we don't have to come in. I'm not going to leave you alone until you come out and talk to me. I need you to come out and chat with me here.
I didn't do anything. I'm being arrested for no reason. Take me to jail or shut your mouth.
Troopers find the weapon nearby.
We're going to wait for our investigative unit to get here. We're treating this like attempted homicide. The suspect came back with a bloody knife, and as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty damning evidence. How you feeling?
Dude, I'm about to die.
You're not going to die. Medics are going to take care of you, okay?
You're doing good, bud.
The victim was stabbed 4 times and is considered lucky.
It sounds like a guy didn't like another guy, went back to the cabin with a big knife. Our victim started getting belligerent, who he doesn't like, and the guy stabbed him several times. He's got a deep stab wound into his stomach, and then a couple stabs in his left leg. So it doesn't sound like he's going to lose his life.
I'd love to, sir. You're a good man.
Thank you.
You're my best friend.
on the other side of the valley.
I don't know what to believe. It's been crazy today.
It's Friday the 13th.
It could be superstition. It could be snow's melting and people are finally coming out of the house. But all hell is broken loose.
1B10, 1B42, and 121 reporting two been beating them up. They're both 1056.
Oh, it's going to be one of those days. Husband and wife in an argument. Wife assaulted husband. Don't know much more than that. We were just at the resident a couple hours ago. I've been in some bad houses that was right up towards the top. The place we're going to is pretty much trooper unfriendly.
A third of assaults on officers occur during domestic disturbances, making them one of the most dangerous calls troopers can get.
Stated that the female fixed the dog on him again. He's going to cut the dog up.
Now, I know there's guns in this residence. Pull over.
Storia's driving the faster Dodge Charger, so the other trooper lets him pass.
As soon as I get the opportunity, I'll go by it. .42, did you drive up the drive or walk?
I drove. I think we'll make it back.
Oh, there goes my pretty clean car. Hey, how's it going, sir? What's going on?
She did one of these. Wham! You know how women do. Stop me right here.
Are you afraid of her?
I'm not wanting her to go to jail.
You don't want her to go to jail? You just want her to calm down?
I want her to sober up and stop drinking that heart.
Where's she at?
You gonna kill me?
Why would I kill you? What's going on between you and your husband?
This bastard called.
He's concerned about you. I don't know why you're calling him names.
Every time you come here, you're the instigator.
I didn't. No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, you are. You're just going to the hospital. You're not going to jail.
Wait a minute. You guys don't have a right to take me. I haven't done anything. I have not done. Stop looking at you.
You're a danger to yourself, and you're a danger to other people.
No, I am not.
Shoes. I like those shoes.
Come on, guys.
Come on, you can walk. We're not skiing here.
Oh, this is kind of fun, isn't it?
Want to open the door? I got her held.
I am not going.
You have to.
I am not going. I am not going. No, really. Don't let me hurt you.
Okay.
Don't make me. Ow. Please. Ow. Oh.
Shut it.
Ow.
So she's on her way to the hospital for a Title 47 hold. She's a danger to herself and to her husband. We've been out there multiple times before. It won't be the last time we go out to that residence. It was a mess.
But not all troopers work the streets. In the wilderness, the specialized Alaska Wildlife Troopers protect the state's abundant natural resources.
There's only a certain number of us any given day can put us in another part of the state at any point in time. I've been all over the state from the North Slope up by Prudhoe Bay to out west in Bristol Bay to down south doing the fisheries down by Sitka. Every day is a different challenge and it's a different environment.
Today, Ben Spronson's patrol takes him outside Fairbanks to a wilderness area of almost 800 square miles.
We are going to go down to an area called the Minto Flats. There's a winter moose hunt going on, and we're going to go in on the ground and see if we can contact some hunters. Nobody has the size that Alaska has. Just by the aspect of how big our wilderness areas are, I can be 400 miles away from civilization. It's a whole different category of risk. Oh yeah, we got some guys. Everybody has a gun. They all know how to use it. Most of them are fairly decent marksmen. There are a few individuals who don't think the government should be involved in it. We know them. We watch out for them. We understand the risks when we contact them.
With the amount of hunters in such a vast patrol area and temperatures hovering around 5 degrees, one trooper can't do it alone. So Trooper Bump will assist from the air.
He's going to fly around the area, spot the hunters, spot the moose, spot any kill sites for us, and then lead us in by radio communication to those hunters.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, sounds good. Frozen on top, but it's still thawed underneath. This is the liver, the lungs, the esophagus, the intestines.
Ben Spronson wants to make sure hunters took the moose legally.
It's a huge major violation. I look at it personally as they're stealing from the rest of the citizens of Alaska. It's a type of theft.
Bump follows the hunter's tracks from the air.
Those hunters are right down here. As soon as you get around that bend in the slough and take a right, they'll be right on your left.
How's it going, guys? You doing some hunting?
My dad's in his tent sleeping. He's got a permit, and I've got one. We hear a lot of rifles going on. We heard someone shooting back this way.
The hunters check out, but in the sky, something catches Trooper Bump's attention.
I see some kind of movement down here. Can't tell if it's a snow machine or what it is yet. 2 people on snow machines. Both got guns. We got something in their sled. Man, it doesn't look like there's a whole moose there.
Failure to salvage all the meat is a crime called wanton waste, Alaska's most serious wildlife offense.
Is it back the way you came from?
They're probably 2 miles ahead of you right now.
Yeah, I highly doubt I'd be able to catch up to them.
Yeah, okay.
With Ben Spronson out of range, Bump heads to cut them off.
Gotta stop and check on them. That would be a good spot, but they're gonna be by it by the time that I get in there. There's nowhere to land over here. It's just not worth the risk. Have an idea where they came from. But we're going to look around a little bit and see if we can find a kill site from that moose that we just saw on the cart. That's it right there. The problem with landing right here is these are the bad sections of the river. There's some holes in the ice.
This was definitely the same moose that we saw in the trailer. At the first pass, it sure didn't look like they had the whole thing in there, but there's no problem here. Hopefully just people seeing the airplane and knowing we're out here will keep them honest.
Back on Fairbanks' frozen streets.
Ice fog's currently setting in. Which is basically it's getting so cold that it's freezing all the humidity in the air. Stop here. Morning, sir. Hey, Sergeant Reed with the Alaska State Troopers. The reason why I stopped you? Yes, sir. Is because you started to make a turn off there, and then it looks like you changed your mind. You have any guns, weapons?
Ain't crazy, man.
Can I see your ID then? And also for your other passengers, please. You don't have an ID on you? What's your name? What's his name? What's your name? What's your name? What is it? Have I met you before? Are you like a cage fighter or something up here? Okay. All right. Let me check this out real quick and stuff, and then I'm going to get your guys' name, all right? Yes, sir. All right, hold tight. Most of the time when a person tells me that they don't have an ID card and they just give me their name and date of birth, it makes me a little leery of why they don't have an ID. 2729 out of Alaska. First name, last name.
1099, 2 exactly warrant. Failure to comply with prevention. Talk about an Anchorage police warrant.
An individual has multiple warrants. In most cases, they already know that they have the warrants. It's a good possibility that they'll try to flee the scene or some type of fight will ensue.
You can focus on the handcuffs from back to front.
10-4. Let's get him pinned in there so he can't just pop out and run on him. We'll secure him like ASAP. Since 27 said he's a runner. Yes, sir. Hey, do me a favor. Step out. You step out, come to the front. What's your date of birth? All right, go ahead and step out. So you don't have any other trooper right here, okay? Turn around. Turn around. Did you know you had a warrant for your arrest? Okay, you got two, actually. See, I know I recognized him from somewhere else. We got in a fight with him before. That's why I asked him if he was a cage fighter.
Across the state in Kotzebue, the root of most crime here in Arctic Alaska is one thing: alcohol. Its high demand has created a lucrative black market. But troopers have an undercover agent in place to help infiltrate the illegal trade. His face is hidden to protect his identity.
Alcohol is the leading cause of sexual abuse, domestic violence, burglaries, thefts. All our crimes, the sole source is alcohol.
Today, the undercover has a lead on a pair of suspected bootleggers 150 miles east of Kotzebue.
We have a husband and wife team that without arrest warrants on for bootlegging. They tried to sneak in 96 bottles of alcohol from Fairbanks. Street value is approximately $14,400. A lot of our villages don't have public safety officers stationed in them, so they're trying free reign when the plane lands. They get all the alcohol to the villages.
On the ground, the undercover meets up with Village Public Safety Officer Otis Rolls.
How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Oh, I'm doing good, man. We're good. Man, it's colder out here than it was in the box.
Don't want it warm.
Too many people around with it.
Yeah.
They head to his office, where it's Otis's job to keep the peace in this town of under 300 residents.
I've never pepper sprayed anybody because my jail doesn't have any water. I enjoy all the people around here. You get to know them, and then you have to arrest them. We don't have any problem if there's no booze in town.
With no flight out until the next day, they wait until early morning to go after their suspects.
Tonight we're going to prep our gear and everything else for tomorrow. We're going to gather our intel, make sure everybody's living where we think they're living at. In the morning, we get a higher probability they're not out gathering wood, they're not out trapping, fishing, hunting, stuff like that.
Early the next day,
time's of the essence. We gotta get moving. Ready? Yeah. Let's roll. Say, troopers, open the door. Open the door, we're not gonna go away. Say, troopers, open the door.
What do you want?
I got an arrest warrant.
Hold on.
Open the door. Open the door. We're not going to go away.
Hold on, I'm opening it.
You don't have any weapons on you, do you?
Let's open it back and forth with me. Don't stand, don't push.
I won't.
Okay.
How you doing? State troopers. Just go inside.
they immediately locate the suspected male bootlegger.
All right, yeah, can you have somebody bring him up for you?
But can't find the female suspect.
Here?
She's in the hospital.
In Kotzebue?
Yeah, in Kotzebue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I look around to make sure that she's not here?
No, she's not
Okay.
here. She's
I'm
in
gonna,
the hospital.
okay, I'm gonna go check around, okay?
She's nowhere to be found.
Hey man, turn around. How those feel good? Man, you gotta think of your kids before you do this stuff.
I know.
You know? Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you about this now. Okay. We always tell them that, it's not worth it. They might make a little bit of money here and there, but just with the rate of alcohol abuse and everything else like that. You'd have a seat in the sled in the village, getting their family in trouble and just, the things that happen, it's definitely it's not worth it.
Love you, bud.
I love you.
Now they must turn their attention to tracking down his female accomplice.
We find out that his wife is in Kotzebue somewhere. I want to see if the troopers can start looking for her so we can get her into custody.
The undercover investigator rushes back to Kotzebue, where troopers already have a lead.
She's over one of the airlines. We're going to head over there now. The undercover guy's going to meet us here at the airport, and we're going to see if we can locate her. Where's she at?
Looking.
Okay.
They find her inside.
Howdy. Well, we picked him up this morning. You need to come with us.
A search of her bag turns up suspicious materials.
What are you doing with it? Are you going to come do with this? Go on, head first. You guys aren't drinking that, are you? That's like really bad. Unless you guys drink anything else besides that.
With ingredients for homemade booze, aerosol cans, and the warrant for bootlegging, the woman lands in cuffs. She could face 4 years in prison.
Well, now that we have the people that we're looking for, we're going to take them down to Kotzebue over to the holding facility. They'll go to Ravens this afternoon, and then they'll get transported to Nome's Annville Mountain Correctional Center tonight. Hey man, thanks for being cooperative. It makes it a lot easier on both of us when you're not trying to fight. It's always unfortunate when you got to arrest your dad in front of his kid. So when they're bringing all this alcohol to the community, they don't think of what they're actually doing. It actually hurts more than just themselves. It's just bad for the whole family when things like this happen.